girl, you can get.
To kick off for Tampa Bay. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. The score, Panthers 7, Buccaneers nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Winston's pass, incomplete, intended for Chris Godwin. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line. Winston's pass, complete to Ronald Jones. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down. A loss of 9 yards. 3 and out. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Panthers. Graham Gano on for the extra point. The kick is good. Makes the score Panthers 14. Buccaneers nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina. J.John Pickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Winston's pass complete to Brashad Perriman. It's a gain of 56 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, the ball carrier. Dante Jackson on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 27-yard line. Winston's pass complete to number 88. A gain of 12. And a Buccaneer 1st down. Ronald Jones, the ball carrier. K1 short on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line. Winston's pass complete to O.J. Howard. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. Bruce Irvin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Gay's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now...
Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Winston. He completes it to Evans. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 21-3 is your score after 1. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Out of the gun, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Newton. They'll roll him out right. Caught on the slant. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Boy, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's Ogunbowale. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
That's taken on the 25. He gets away from 1. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now Newton on first down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On first down, it's Newton.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same.
Touchdown, Carolina! Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Winston, and he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check 25. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Jameis now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To try again after the sack. Winston, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. So we've reached, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First down, Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Winston now to throw on first down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. McCaffrey on the counter.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
To throw is Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. He's at the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. 2 big plays in succession. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score.